Hey everyone, Steve here. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a shiny new gadget or the latest tech? The software development world is no different. We're constantly bombarded with new tools, frameworks, and methodologies, all promising to be the silver bullet to our coding woes. But here's the catch. Not everything that glitters is gold. Some trends in our industry, while seemingly innovative on the surface, are actually toxic, quietly undermining our projects, our careers, and even our well-being. We're talking about the stuff nobody really wants to address, the elephant in the room of the coding world. And that's what we're diving into today. We're going deep into the underbelly of software development to expose these toxic trends. We'll break down why they're so harmful, and most importantly, how you can avoid them. So, buckle up, grab your favorite keyboard, and get ready for an eye-opening journey. Because once you recognize these toxic trends, you can start building better software, and honestly, a better career for yourself. Let's do this. Let's be real. As developers, we're a curious bunch. We thrive on innovation and the thrill of solving complex problems. It's in our nature to explore, to push boundaries, and to constantly seek out new ways to improve our craft. We love to tinker, experiment, and stay ahead of the curve. The excitement of discovering a new tool or framework can be intoxicating. It's like finding a new toy that promises to make our lives easier and our work more efficient. But this insatiable hunger for the next big thing can lead us down a dangerous path, the endless chase after the latest tools and frameworks. It's a cycle that can be hard to break, as each new release promises to be better, faster, and more powerful than the last. It's like we have this collective shiny object syndrome. We get easily distracted by the allure of the new and shiny, often at the expense of what we already have. It's a constant battle between the desire to innovate and the need to maintain stability. We see a new JavaScript framework trending on Twitter, and suddenly, our current project built on a perfectly stable older framework feels hopelessly outdated. The fear of missing out on the latest trends can be overwhelming, pushing us to make hasty decisions. We convince ourselves that adopting this new tech will magically solve all our problems, make our codebase infinitely more elegant, and transform us into coding rock stars. It's a seductive thought, but one that rarely holds up under scrutiny. But here's the reality. Constantly jumping ship to the latest and greatest can actually do more harm than good. It can lead to a fragmented codebase, where different parts of the project are built using different technologies, making it difficult to maintain and debug. It introduces instability into our projects, creates a mountain of technical debt as we refactor for the sake of refactoring, and ultimately leads to burnout as we try to keep up with the ever-accelerating treadmill of technology. The pressure to constantly learn and adapt can be exhausting. Think about it. Every time we switch to a new tool or framework, there's a cost. It's not just the financial cost of purchasing new software or the time spent learning it. There's also the cost of lost productivity as we transition from one tool to another. It's not just about learning the new syntax or understanding a different architecture. It's about integrating it into our existing workflow, ensuring compatibility with other tools, and training our team to use it effectively. There's the time spent migrating existing code, the potential for introducing new bugs, and the inevitable slowdown as your team adjusts to yet another change. Each transition comes with its own set of challenges and risks. And let's not forget about the documentation. Good documentation is crucial for any tool or framework, but it's often lacking in new releases. This can lead to frustration and wasted time as we try to figure things out on our own. Will you even be able to find decent documentation for a framework that's only been out for a week? The lack of comprehensive guides and community support can make the learning curve even steeper. This constant state of flux makes it incredibly difficult to build stable, maintainable software. A project that is constantly being reworked and refactored can become a tangled mess, making it hard to add new features or fix bugs. Your project becomes a Frankenstein's monster of different technologies stitched together, making debugging a nightmare and future development a slow, painful process. The more complex the code base, the harder it is to manage. And it's not just the project that suffers. The constant pressure to keep up with the latest trends can take a toll on our mental and physical health. It's important to find a balance between staying current and maintaining a sustainable pace. This constant reinvention takes a toll on developers themselves. The stress of always having to learn new things can lead to burnout, making it hard to stay motivated and productive. We're constantly under pressure to learn new things, which can be exhilarating at times, but also incredibly exhausting. It's important to remember that sometimes the best tool for the job is the one you already know and trust. Let's talk about another toxic trend that's pervasive in the software development world, the cult of overwork and hustle culture. This phenomenon has seeped into every corner of the tech industry, creating an environment where working yourself to the bone is not only accepted, but often expected. It's become almost a badge of honor to wear your exhaustion on your sleeve, to show off just how much you've sacrificed for your work. The more tired you look, the more dedicated you appear. To brag about pulling all-nighters and surviving on energy drinks. It's as if the number of empty cans on your desk is a testament to your commitment and passion for coding. We celebrate the 10 times engineer myth, the idea that some developers are just inherently more productive, working superhuman hours to churn out code at an impossible pace. This myth perpetuates the belief that to be truly successful, you must be willing to sacrifice everything. And social media only amplifies this toxic culture, with developers showcasing their late-night coding sessions and weekend side projects, creating this illusion that everyone is working themselves to the bone. A constant stream of posts about working late into the night or spending weekends on side projects makes it seem like this is the norm. But here's the reality. This relentless pursuit of hustle is unsustainable, and frankly, incredibly damaging. It's a path that leads to a dark place, where the lines between work and personal life blur until they disappear entirely. It leads to burnout, destroys our work-life balance, and ultimately makes us less productive in the long run. The very thing we think will make us more successful ends up being our downfall. It's time to debunk this myth that overwork equals success. We need to start having honest conversations about what it really takes to be productive and successful in the long term. Because the truth is, a healthy, well-rested developer is a far more productive and innovative developer than one who's running on fumes. When we take care of ourselves, we bring our best selves to our work. Burnout isn't just about feeling tired. It's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged exposure to stress. It's a serious condition that can have long-lasting effects on our health and well-being. And in the software development world, where deadlines loom and the pressure to deliver is constant, burnout is a very real and dangerous threat. The constant pressure to meet deadlines and deliver results can push us to our breaking point. When we're constantly pushing ourselves beyond our limits, our work suffers. We start making mistakes, and the quality of our work declines. We make more mistakes, our creativity plummets, and our ability to solve problems effectively diminishes. The very skills that make us good at our jobs start to erode. And it's not just our work that suffers. Our personal lives take a hit too. We miss out on important moments with our loved ones, and our relationships start to suffer. Relationships become strained, hobbies fall by the wayside, and our physical health often deteriorates. The things that bring us joy and fulfillment outside of work start to disappear. We become shadows of our former selves, running on autopilot, just trying to get through the day. The passion and enthusiasm we once had for our work start to fade. And for what? A few extra lines of code? A slightly earlier product launch? Is it really worth sacrificing our health and happiness for? We need to stop glorifying overwork and start prioritizing our well-being. It's time to shift our focus from quantity to quality, because at the end of the day, our health, our relationships, and our sanity are far more valuable than any project or deadline. These are the things that truly matter in life. So, how do we break free from this toxic cycle of overwork and hustle culture? It starts with recognizing the problem and making a conscious effort to change. It starts with setting boundaries. We need to establish clear limits between our work time and our personal time. And I know, for many developers, this can feel impossible. The pressure to perform and deliver can make it feel like there's no other option. We're often so deeply ingrained in our work, so driven by deadlines and deliverables, that the idea of setting boundaries can feel like a weakness. But it's not. It's a strength. It's essential for our well-being and ultimately our long-term success. Taking care of ourselves is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Setting boundaries means establishing clear limits between work time and personal time. It means being intentional about when we work and when we rest. It means disconnecting from email and Slack notifications after hours, giving ourselves the space to recharge and unwind. And it means prioritizing sleep, exercise, and time with loved ones. These are the things that keep us healthy and happy. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but trust me, the benefits are immeasurable. You'll start to feel more energized, more focused, and more fulfilled. You'll be more focused and productive during your actual work hours, and you'll have the energy and enthusiasm to enjoy your life outside of work. It's a win-win situation. Okay, we've all heard the buzzwords: Agile, Scrum, Sprints. It's like a secret club in software development, and everyone wants in. Agile methodologies promised faster development, increased flexibility, and happier teams, and when done right, Agile can deliver on those promises. But there's a dark side to Agile, a side where the principles get lost and the practices become empty rituals. That's right, my friends. We're talking about fake Agile. It's like buying a sports car and never taking it out of first gear. You might look cool, but you're not really experiencing the true power. Fake Agile is everywhere, and it's more common than you think. Companies rush to implement the practices without understanding the underlying principles. They slap on a new coat of Agile paint and call it a day. But true Agile is about collaboration, flexibility, and continuous improvement. It's about empowering teams to deliver value quickly and efficiently. So, how can you tell if you're stuck in a fake Agile environment? Well, there are some telltale signs. Now we'll dive into the warning signs of a fake Agile environment. From micromanagement to endless meetings, we'll expose the red flags that should set off alarm bells. Stay tuned, because you don't want to be caught in the fake Agile trap. One of the first signs of fake Agile is the lack of true collaboration. Instead of working together, team members often find themselves working in silos. This leads to a breakdown in communication and a lack of shared understanding. Another red flag is the presence of constant conflict and misunderstandings. Even CPs are not properly understood. It results in confusion and frustration. Fake Agile environments often have unrealistic deadlines and constant pressure. This pressure can lead to burnout and a decrease in overall productivity. True Agile, on the other hand, promotes a sustainable pace and a healthy work-life balance. It encourages teams to work together, share ideas, and continuously improve. When done right, Agile can lead to a more motivated and productive team. It can result in successful projects and a happier work environment. Continuous improvement is a key aspect of true Agile. Teams should always be looking for ways to improve their processes and deliver better results. Metrics and feedback are essential for this continuous improvement. They help teams understand what is working and what needs to be changed. By regularly reviewing and adjusting their processes, teams can ensure they are always improving. A clear roadmap and well-defined goals are also important in true Agile. They help teams stay focused and aligned with the overall vision. Achieving these goals and milestones can be incredibly rewarding for the team. Reflecting on past projects and learning from them is another key aspect of true Agile. It helps teams understand what went well and what can be improved for future projects. By continuously learning and adapting, teams can become more effective and efficient. True Agile can lead to successful projects and a happier work environment. When done right, Agile can lead to a more motivated and productive team. Stay tuned, because you don't want to be caught in the fake Agile trap. The full-stack developer, a mythical creature whispered about in hushed tones in the tech world. They can code front-end like Picasso-painted masterpieces, build back-end systems with the grace of a master architect, and navigate databases like a digital Indiana Jones. They are, in a word, unicorns. Companies are obsessed with finding these mythical creatures. They want developers who can do it all, from designing user interfaces to managing complex server infrastructures. And why not? Think of the cost savings. Think of the efficiency. But there's a problem with this unicorn hunt. It's unrealistic. The tech landscape is vast and constantly evolving. No one person can be an expert in everything. Demanding that developers become full stack is like asking a chef to be a master baker, butcher, and sommelier all at once. Sure, they might have some basic skills in each area, but they'll never be a true master of any. This unrealistic expectation puts immense pressure on developers. They're constantly bombarded with new technologies, frameworks, and languages. They're expected to be jacks of all trades, but masters of none. And this constant pressure to learn and adapt can lead to burnout. Developers are passionate about their craft. They love building things, solving problems, and creating amazing experiences. But when they're stretched too thin, forced to be a one-man band in a symphony orchestra, their passion can quickly turn into frustration and exhaustion. This pressure doesn't just impact developers, it also impacts the quality of the software being built. When developers are spread too thin, they can't dedicate the time and focus needed to truly master their craft. So what's the solution? Specialization. Instead of trying to create an army of unicorns, let's embrace the power of specialized teams. Let's have front-end wizards who can craft stunning user interfaces that delight users. Let's have back-end gurus who can build robust and scalable systems that can handle anything you throw at them. Let's have database ninjas who can slice and dice data with surgical precision. When specialists work together, they can create something truly extraordinary. They can leverage their individual expertise to build software that is both powerful and elegant. This doesn't mean that developers should be siloed into their own little worlds. Cross-functional collaboration is still essential, but it should be done in a way that respects and leverages the unique skills of each team member. The beauty of software development is that it's a team sport. It's about bringing together people with different skills, perspectives, and experiences to create something amazing. Let's celebrate the diversity of talent in our industry and create an environment where everyone can thrive. Let's ditch the myth of the full-stack developer and embrace the power of specialization and teamwork. Let's build software that is not only functional, but also beautiful, scalable, and maintainable. And let's create a more sustainable and fulfilling work environment for all developers. Remember, you don't need to be a unicorn to be a successful developer. Embrace your strengths, hone your skills, and find your tribe. Together, we can create amazing things. Continuous learning is a part of the journey, but it should be balanced. Developers should be encouraged to deepen their expertise in areas they're passionate about. This not only benefits the individual, but also the team and the projects they work on. Side projects and experimentation can be great ways to explore new technologies without the pressure of mastering them all. Networking and community involvement can also provide valuable insights and support. Sharing knowledge and collaborating with peers can lead to innovative solutions and a stronger team dynamic. Constructive feedback and code reviews are essential for growth and improvement. When developers feel supported and valued, they are more likely to thrive and produce high-quality work. A healthy work-life balance is crucial for long-term success and well-being. Taking breaks and practicing mindfulness can help prevent burnout and maintain mental health. Team-building activities and social events can strengthen bonds and create a positive work environment. Recognizing and celebrating achievements, both big and small, can boost morale and motivation. Setting personal and team goals can provide direction and a sense of accomplishment. Regular reflection and review can help identify areas for improvement and celebrate progress. Mentorship and support within the team can foster growth and a sense of community. When developers feel confident and supported, they can work more efficiently and effectively. Contributing to open source projects and collaborating with the wider community can provide valuable experience and connections. Staying curious and open to new technologies can keep the team innovative and forward-thinking. Ultimately, when developers enjoy their work and feel part of a supportive team, they can create truly amazing things. Let's create an environment where developers can thrive, innovate, and enjoy their craft. Remember, you don't need to be a unicorn to be a successful developer. Embrace your strengths, hone your skills, and find your tribe. Together, we can create amazing things. So there you have it, folks. We've explored some of the most toxic trends plaguing the software development world. From the relentless pursuit of the latest shiny tools, to the glorification of overwork and the myth of the full-stack developer, these trends can lead to burnout, frustration, and ultimately stifle innovation. But awareness is the first step to change. By recognizing these toxic trends, we can start to challenge them, both individually and as an industry. We can choose to prioritize our well-being, embrace collaboration and specialization, and focus on building sustainable and fulfilling careers. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you encountered any of these toxic trends in your career? How did you deal with them? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and work together to create a healthier and more sustainable software development culture. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow developers. Let's spread the word and help each other navigate the sometimes treacherous waters of the tech world. Until next time, keep coding, stay curious, and remember, your well-being matters.